All right, so that's done. Okay, so I wanted to talk about and do my coffee companion app. So this is a relatively new, this is not a new app. I had actually been working on it pre-pandemic, like I said, in the pandemic. It's fine. It works. It was starting to work. And basically what it did was it was literally just a coffee brewing timer app. So like I got real into like pour over coffee during the pandemic and still am. And so basically what I would do is I would use a calculator app to actually like calculate the weight of the water that I would need. And then I would have to run the timer separately. And then sometimes I would forget the timer. So I was bringing that all in under, I wanted to bring that all in under one app, and have the calculator, the timer, in just one of them. I also then realized today, I was like, I should bring that back. I had a friend ask if I could log on the Discord, if I could start logging like how many cups of coffee I drank in a day. Yes, pour over is the best. I think it's this one. No, I absolutely love pour over coffee. It's like, it's part of a morning like routine Monday through Friday. We also have the Panera coffee subscription. So most of the time, like in the afternoons, we'll just go and grab a cup of coffee because it's $10 and buying beans gets expensive. So it just helps save money for a coffee addict. But like so like one of my friends, like I said, was going to, do it, Cynthia, try the pour over. Do it. Do it. This is when CJ would come in with that meme with, of Kermit that's like in the Sith Lord and say, do it. Yeah. There's actually a relatively cheap kit to get started with, like $20 kit, I think. It's really good. That's actually what I still work on. So like, I also want this app to be able to count like my coffee amounts, like how many coffees I drink. I can keep adding to it, build in some Siri shortcut support, kind of like that. Oh, Cynthia, thank you for my caffeinate. Thank you. Mark is complete. Yay. So I think I can kind of bring this all into one app that's called Coffee Companion. I just think it would be really nifty to do all that inside one app instead of separate apps and start working on that. I got kind of bored of making my Pokedex that I've been working on the side just because it's me. I really wanted to do more iOS things, stuff like that. So I figured this would be a good time to start it. So basically I started a document here in my, oh, interesting. Okay. I started a document here inside Craft, which I'm using instead of Notion for right now. It just works a lot better on macOS. It's all native. It all has offline sync, all that kind of stuff. It's a little bit easier. Started a document with my features and stuff like that. I need to start a GitHub repo, all that fun stuff, start designing. So I figured we'd start that today and start building that out. So let's just do it. What? Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. The wife knocked on the door and basically said, I have bad news for you. And turns out I did not empty my pockets, no matter how much she begs and she asks me to. I do not empty my pockets. I don't know why. I just don't. Whenever laundry time. And this time she was like, hey, like I always hear, I'm hearing a noise. Like, what's that noise? I'm like, I don't know. Whatever. It's a noise. Like houses make noise. Turns out that my AirPods Pro ended up in my jeans pockets and now they went through the wash. So I will probably be not replacing them, I'm guessing. They need to die first. They need to completely die. And then I'll try recharging them and all that fun stuff. So, moral of the point of the story is Megan's really bad at following directions and always forgets to do things because I'm lazy. And now they're just making a really bad beeping sound. It's gonna do it now. No, of course it's not gonna do it now. And basically I just need to pay more attention to what I'm doing. Which is why I had to quickly run that like go away thing. That BRB thing. Yeah, it is pretty sad. We'll see what happens. I'm sure they'll be fine. I've heard stories of them going through the washer and stuff. So we'll see what happens. I'll probably post on Twitter or whatever about it happening. It's fine. It'll be okay. I've done worse, unfortunately, but we'll see what happens. If the AirPods Pro don't make it, I have another pair of AirPods. It's not like I don't have Apple products all over the place, but yeah. Dylan also leaves stuff in his pocket. See, I'm glad I'm not the only one, at least. Like, it could be worse. I could be worse, but you know, at least I'm not the only one. Nice. Yeah, I feel like, okay, so that's good to know. Other people have had them go through. It's just so easy. They're so small. Like, it's just so easy to keep, like, in the pocket. And, like, I don't know. It's, like, back whenever I was, like, working and, like, leaving the house, it became, like, great. I put the AirPods, I put the keys, like, it just goes in the pockets. And sometimes I just forget to take them out, and that's what happened. So we'll see how these go. I've never actually had a pair go in the washer, though, so we'll see. Woo, not the only one. But yeah, the activity part for the pour over, like, it's such a ritual for me to actually start the pour over, like, do the pour over. It's just a nice little, like, start to the work day, or start to the weekday, I should say. Like, so Monday through Friday, Monday through Friday, I usually start off with pour over because Katie has to have her coffee to go. So I just make pour over for the both of us. And then on the weekends, our like morning ritual is we go out and we get coffee from Panera, again, using that Panera subscription. And then we do and then we go and get breakfast either from Panera also or from somewhere else. Like today we got kolaches. Donuts are a good one to do, that kind of thing. Let me make sure I don't have a thing in here already. Oh, I don't care about that. Okay, we'll just do my own. Settings. I just don't want it. Delete. I don't need to say it's already in 1Password. Okay, great. So we'll just make a new repo plus button, new repo. Oh, I have one of those. I need to get one of those. That is a very good gift. I need to get one for the Pro. I had one for the normal ones, the regular AirPods. I just never actually got one for the AirPod Pros, and I just kept the carabiner like locked inside my backpack basically at that time. But yeah, I need to find one of those and put it on my Amazon wish list of, yeah, that's what I want. What iOS app to log coffee, brew coffee, and log coffee, time your brew. What else did I say? And get the perfect amount of, yeah, sure. Okay, that'll be enough. add a readme, add a git ignore. Swift. I don't really care about a license right now. Main branch is fine. Cool. Great. I'm gonna get this pulled down now. Copy. Get cracking. All right, that's been sold. I need to do some other things inside iHog to figure stuff out, but we'll see what happens at some point with that. I gotta clone the repo and then we can start actually designing and talking through more features and stuff. Clone a repo. GitHub. Browse. I'm just seeing it straight into that developer. Oh, okay. My Katie just texted me and was like, I read that your AirPods should be okay if you just keep things out of, if you just keep it out of the, if you just keep it out of the case and wait for it to be super dry, which that is what I'm gonna do. Just one sec. I guess I was like, that's gonna pop up somewhere. Did I just decide not to switch? That's cool. Oh, I'm doing the wrong thing. That's why. I love it. I love when I hit the wrong button. Okay. So that's been done. Cool. Let's go into here and we'll start a new devices. I'm gonna guess we'll start designing first for an iPhone. Create artboard. Yeah. Great. So we'll start creating like directly for an iPhone first, or designing. That way I'm designing for the small thing first, and then we'll go to a large one. Small screen, and then we'll figure out on an iPad. An iPad might actually be pretty useful because then you just keep it logged in on the timer screen. But then I would have to, so I want to do coffee logging, and I want the caffeine to actually go into the health app. So it's nifty. I should be able to, there we go. Caffeine amount should go into health app. There should be a graph view or something like that. Cool. Basically Craft is very similar to Notion from what I'm understanding. It's just like, if you could just do, though, if it was very like iOS native and it's missing like the table thing, the database feature that Notion has. Which I would actually super duper love if Craft just built in, but that's a lot of like stuff to do. I think they're working on it. I just don't know. Cool. All right. So the great thing is I forgot exactly what I did before. I'm going to guess that there's going to be a tab bar. I'm not going to use like, at least to design out. I'm not going to use, unless they have it, but I don't think they do. iOS like things in here. Would it make sense to do Figma instead? Is Figma, can I use Figma for designing apps? To design iOS apps? Looks like I can. I've never done it in Figma. Okay, I'm not gonna use Figma purely because I just don't want to. Not that I don't want to, it's just that it's it's another thing I would have to learn at the same time of trying to do something different. I thought Affinity Designer had some built-in things, but I could be totally wrong. You could always download the .psd. Okay. I could also, I guess, try Adobe XD at some point as well. But let's just do... Again, though, I don't really want to have to learn something else. Open. Let's see what happens there. I don't know. We'll go ahead and download the Adobe XD stuff. Anyway, so on the bottom here, I really like tab bars. I really feel like there should be a different way to do things rather than a tab bar, but a tab bar probably makes the most sense. So there should probably be some kind of like circle or something. I'm just gonna do circles right now. Okie doke, Cynthia, have fun cleaning. Katie's been cleaning. Katie takes such good care of me because, and the house, because like she's like, go stream so I can just clean. It would make way more sense. I'm like, okay. And I'm always like, okay, I will. But have fun cleaning. Hopefully the house comes out super nice and clean. All right, so we're gonna have this here. And we can do the text. So brew. And again, this is just very rough. I mean, what's nice is like in Swift UI, I could actually do this, but I really want to try to get, I'm gonna group that. Agree. I'm gonna try to get this as fleshed out as possible before I actually switch over to coding. I just think it's gonna be a little bit easier for me to actually think through what I want. So we have brewing, log, whoops. We'll do an add. Brew, log, add. Well, I guess log and add could be relatively the same. Oh, check that out. There's lots of things in here. Okay. Let's go ahead and get these onto my desktop. Okay. Log and add could be viewed as the same. I might change it to something else at some point. If you log add, because I wouldn't. That would be like a view, log view. Add would just pop up like, hey, add randomly, no matter where you are. I think. And let's get these aligned because it will bother me if they're not. Center. and center. So I think if I go into here, I can then, these are colors. Okay. Well, this is nifty. But then I think I should be able to... It's gonna open. Oh, I'm sure. I don't have the proper thing downloaded. Oh, that's nifty. I don't need that. Go away, Affinity Photo. So these are different sheets. Okay. Huh. Well, we'll just keep sketching it out and see what happens. And then one more. And it's just gonna be settings. I don't know what's gonna go into settings, but something will. Oops. Something will go there. Three. And there we go. Now they're all evenly distributed. White. And bring it down. Can I have a... Not iPad, iPhone? Awesome, that's what I mean. Open it up. Maybe it'll get open. Let's hope it gets open. I know, there's bad text everywhere. So in theory, I think, status bars, light. Oh, how did they do this? Okay, copy. I think I can just do this. Oh, but it's not right. I can already tell it's not right. Right? I say I can. Oh, maybe it is right. It's just very interesting, like, how they did this. Like, what are you doing, Sydney? I don't know what she's doing. She just comes over here and she does whatever she wants. And now she's just... No, do not. Thank you. Anyway, she's just a bit of a mess there. I'm also a bit of a mess, so I guess it works. But she is even more of a mess. Okay, so yes, that's fine. Whoops. We just need to get it centered. I mean, at least it gives me an idea as to where things are. I think that's like exactly what should happen. Save under developer. I'm gonna put this in my in here. Where'd it go? Did it actually get into? I did not. Okay, but where did it? Is there a way to go away, open in? No, cancel, file, open in file manager. I got under get video series. That's not where I wanted it. Why did it go there? That's fine. We'll just drag it there, and now it should be. Under developer, Coffee Companion. Why did I save it as untitled? I have no idea. Let's quit real quick and we'll rename it. Designs. I don't actually need that. There we go. Okay. So this should be, we'll just call it Brewing. I guess I really should just build it inside this like template. Affinity Designer. That's fine. I don't... Just quit the app. Okay. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be real upset when I do it, but I'm gonna do it anyway. So I'm just gonna do that. Look at that. Even better. Okay. Is there a tab bar? Yeah, there are. Is that right? That's how it's supposed to look, right? Yeah. Perfect. And it looks even better than it did before. Great. Okay. So what I need to do here, how much can I go into it? Look at that. I can even go and change the name. All right, so this is just gonna be Brewing. I'm actually gonna duplicate this one more. Cool. So we're gonna duplicate, and I'm just gonna call this base, actually. Brewing slash main, or I'll just say 01. I like doing numbers. I know numbers mean nothing like description wise, but I like doing the numbers so that I can, I like doing the numbers so that if I ever export, they just get exported in the right order. Cool. So now what we're going to do is actually figure out what's going on in there. So this is going to be the Brewing one. Brew. Okay. Okay, so whenever you brew, the things that we need inside a brew are first the calculator and the timer. That should be on one view. So let me go into it. How do I get into there? There has to be a way for me to get into it without like clicking. But all right, so on the brew, we need to be able to the following, put in the weight for coffee, get the adjust the ratio of coffee to water, receive the total weight, receive the weight to brew to, and then start timer. It's really a stopwatch. It's not really a timer. Start stopwatch. Because like, or at least the way that I do it is like, I always count up. So therefore it's a stopwatch and not really a timer. Like a timer to me counts down. Questions. Whoops. Should it be a timer or a stopwatch? I don't know. Okay. So we need to be able to do the following. We need to be able to put in the weight for coffee, adjust the ratio of coffee and water, receive the weight to brew to you, and then we're gonna have that timer thing, whether it's a stopwatch or whatever, at the bottom. So either way, we know that there's going to be a timer here. And I'm going to choose my favorite mono-spaced font. Sierra code. That's going to go at the bottom here. And then we need a button. Bill, let me change the color. Green. Is there a triangle? Yeah, there is a triangle. Rotate. Change my fill color again. We'll just make it white. And we're gonna plop it down here. There we go. I now don't like that it's white. What looks good with green? Color wheel. So what is that green color? Whoops. That definitely doesn't look good either. What if we I don't know. I'm not feeling it. I don't know exactly why yet. And it's a little bit better now that it's that different, it's that like lighter shade of like, it's letting a little bit of the transparency come through. What if I do just make it white? That looks decent. Okay. Cool. And then we'll do a start I also want you to be able to like store brewing methods and like store your ratios. Before I forget this. Store brewing methods and ratios for quick calculations. There we are. Okay, so that's basically gonna be the start stopwatch. I think it makes sense to put that down there, but maybe gotta go up there. All right, Simply Obs, have a good day and catch you next time. Thank you so much for dropping by. My AirPods. They're still, I guess I should leave them open. Maybe they'll go faster. All right. So now what we're gonna do here is coffee amount, ratio of coffee to water. Is that what I do? Because it's 16 grams of coffee to 1 gram of water. Yeah. In theory, at some point, people will also be able to flip that. See, I have a really bad issue of like feature creeping. I have a really bad issue of like feature creeping where I'm like, I'm going to keep adding all these things to it. But that's not an issue if I just write down what I want to do. That way I know at some point I can go back and do it. Do it to it. Actually, I need to take a stand break real quick. So I will be right back. I'm gonna go stand up, walk around. It's already been like an hour-ish. So I will catch y'all in a sec. Okay, and I'm back. Cool. All right, here we go. Let's keep going with designer. Oh goodness, where did it go? No, but seriously, where did that app go? There it is. Haha. If you guys are just joining, or I am gonna close my door. All right, I'm closing my door. If you guys are just joining, I am working on designing a new iOS app. It's gonna be a coffee companion app. It is going to, you can brew your amount, log your coffees, all that fun stuff. Let me update my title. Ooh, there we go. I'm gonna do all that fun stuff here. And yeah, so right now we're just kind of like I'm kind of like laying out the groundwork here of like where the stuff needs to be. We'll put in some comments and stuff and all that good stuff. But yeah, I might throw that into Keynote once this is done. That way it's just a little bit easier to add like comments off the sides. But we shall see. Cool. So we have, can you please line up? Thank you. Ratio of coffee to water. What did I say else was needed? Okay, I don't need the sidebar. Can we? This will actually probably make my life a little bit easier by having this do this. But I'm gonna actually swap the sides real quick. Wrong thing. Yeah. There we go. 3. There we go. Now we can see it. We can see my notes here all on one screen. It makes it so much easier to see everything. right, coffee amount, ratio of coffee to water. Brew. Are you coming in? She's screaming at the wrong door. Sydney, come on. She's rolling over. Are you coming in here? Getting her in. She's here. No, I know you want me in here. The animals run the lives here. So Sydney was at the door yelling, and I had to go bring her inside. Also I realized my lights aren't on. Strip lights. Lava lamp. It's blue. Let's change the color. Whoops. This is such a clunky app on Mac. I don't understand. Actually, fun fact, it's so bright you won't actually be able to see that there's a different color behind me, so we'll just keep it blue. Close. Quit. Alright, okay, so we have coffee amount, ratio to coffee to water. I really want to do like more designy stuff inside this app. I am not a designer. I could, and I don't really want to pay for one. Not because like, 1, I'm cheap. 2, I don't want to spend money on it. 3, I would feel bad if I couldn't implement the designs and feel like I wasted my money. So we're not gonna do that. All right, so we have ratio of coffee to water. Coffee amount, and then what is it? I'm like, I have it right next to me, and then I don't look over it. See, I know what I call it, but is it the right thing to call it? I don't know. Brew amount. We're gonna boom, boom, boom. Align to the left. Great. So I think we can actually, probably, I'm hoping, equally distribute these now. Great. Because what I really want is to allow people to fill in their own amount, obviously. Whoops. Back. Fill. We'll just take that and suffuse saturation lightness. Let's just do HSL slide. I like the sliders better. Makes it a little bit easier to do all this in. Cool. So coffee amount here. Ratio of coffee to water, and then so to me there would be no brew amount. The brew amount would be calculated, and we'll just put that here of 20 grams. That probably needs to be a bit bigger. Let's see what else can happen here. Because right now it's not very like, I mean like, but how much is actually needed, all that kind of jazz. I got my new mug. It says, oops, hey, I'm they. It's awesome. I'm really super happy to have it now. See, like, it's not very, like, it's still very I think this is the issue of, like, I just like having information thrown at me. So I like it for the information here. Okay, Why can't you hear me? There we go. HelloFresh just got here. What? All right, so we have coffee amount. I'm just like not. Anyway, this should be small. This needs to go over there. We need copy paste. Boom. Actually, just do that. Because you want coffee to water in grams. We're gonna copy that over. I mean, I feel like this is making sense. Now again, though, does it make sense to... Would it make sense to put this part on top? Okay, I might have to think through this a little bit more on like what's going on with it. Because I am very much thinking that the coffee amount, water, brew, all that, kind of like once you start the timer, this part can be really grayed out and this can take more space. So like we'll do 2 timer start. Let's go ahead and put in some obviously the defaults are going to be whatever I use for my defaults. 16:1. If we have 6. Let me do my let me get my calculator out to make sure that I'm doing this right. Chemex. Not Chemex. Coffee. How does this work? Oh, I actually do a 15. So I do the weight times 15, and that's going to give me 1 gram of water. So then if I have 45 grams of coffee, copy, paste, move that up. Then that gives me, done. Let's just say 45 FX 360 675. 675 grams. Move that in the center there. Just make this 30. I think it'll help, like, once I have everything in here, like on like different types of information, stuff like that, I think that'll really help the screen. Obviously I don't want that. Stop brew. Fill. Red. And then we need this guy in here. Square. And let's put some white in. Cool. There we go. So we go from a play to start to stop The time has already been going. Obviously, it would just keep incrementing. I really want that to be further down. I think that makes more sense for it to be a little bit more separated away. And then, oh, and I need another spot. So that's the brew amount, but then you would also want the, okay, so I think I'm missing a part here. So before you go, so you would go into brews, and then you would see like your pour over, like V60, Chemex, French press, like whatever you want to put there. Hold on. It's gonna make a lot more sense if I write this out. Drawing. Let's go to me. Sure, me and wide. That's fine. We're gonna. All right. Not plugged in. Love it. I love when I think something's plugged in, but it's not. All right, so we have my iPad here. We're gonna go concepts. Why? Why did I go back? Wide. All right. There we go. Okay, so I use the concepts app for drawing. It makes it really easy. So basically we start with, we have different views, and those views are going to be brews, logs, I don't know, we have brews, logs, and settings for sure. Okay, so these are the different tabs in the app that we have. Then we're gonna go to, so from these different tabs, we're gonna go to do, so from the different tabs, what we're gonna do here is actually, so underneath the brews, the first thing you should have is you go into a list of your different list of brew methods. I think that makes sense. Then once you choose your method, that is when so you have a list of brew methods, and you can either choose a method or you add a new one. And this is why I have to come out here and completely draw it out, or else I will forget to do this. And it's actually this camera. Haha. Okay. So, which makes it slightly easier. So inside this like brews here, we have log settings. We can add a new one. We can, once you add a new one though, there's gonna be options. I'll think about those options afterwards, but first, underneath choose, we need to say, once you choose one, that's when you get the timer and amount screen. User action. User action. Okay. I think that makes sense. We have a, what's Okay, and I'm back. Hold on. The cat has now. Sydney is a mess. Okay, sorry. So now I'm basically like trying to tier out my views. Sorry, I had to run. HelloFresh messed up our order, which is great. It's always a good old time when that happens. They sent us the right recipe card, but the wrong bag of ingredients. So it's, I don't know what we're supposed to do. I mean, I know what we're supposed to do, but like, I mean, I contacted support. They're giving us a credit. It's just frustrating because we were super excited for that recipe. And now I have to figure out how to get the recipe for the other thing. They said it was on the app, but it wasn't on the app. So we will see what happens there. Anyway, cool. So we have timers. So the next thing I probably should do, and basically I want the brew. Oh my gosh. Okay. Awesome. Brew type can influence this screen. So my brew type can influence the screen. Like some brews have a blooming period and some don't. So I just thought that would be kind of nifty to have it actually influence. And then so from here though, this list of brews, it's obviously going to have an ad. So let's go ahead and design the list of brews real quick as well, or at least get them sketched out inside here. I hope you guys liked my little trumpet noises. Cool. Okay, here we are. Why is it like this? Oh goodness. What one? Sydney, did you step on my thing? I think she did. Oh, hold on. I don't understand. I don't understand. So there should be like toolbars and all this gunk around. What if I quit? Yeah, save it. Let's open it back up real quick and see what happens. Coffee's cold. I should probably... No, it came right back with how it was before. Yeah. And I don't know why. Oh, perfect. Katie found the recipe. All is good. Okay, so why does it do that? I have no idea. Let's go ahead and get that open. But I do need to view. Oh, so we can look at that. Okay. We're slowly but surely getting things back. So lately, well, I'm trying to figure out how to get all of these back. Okay, so studio's on the right. I still don't understand how she hid all of this, or how all of this got hidden. There has to be a way, like another type of keyboard shortcut that hid all of this, but I think we're good. I think this is it now. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so we have this. We have our brewing time start. We'll just see. We're gonna adjust this to 3. And this is actually gonna be 0, 2. And guess what? We get another one. Gonna move it down here. Oops. Go up here. There we go. It's a great time. Okay. So now we have that going. Time is it? Almost to 1:30. Okay. So basically I can get rid of all of these things. And then I'm gonna go into Photoshop again here. Not really Photoshop, but into the design templates that I downloaded earlier. Gotta make sure I'm gonna get the right thing. That's Apple Pay, Apple Pay. What is this? I don't even know. Oh. iMessage stickers. System. Oh, this is like if you're gonna do... Okay. I mean, this is all pretty neat. Like, stuff to do. Widgets. I don't need widgets. What's this? Wallet passes. Guides? Is that what I need? Nope. You know what? Also, like, I don't really want to do it that way. I really want this to be super customized. So, you know what? It doesn't really matter what I do. Let's do... Brewing methods here. And I really got to pick out, like, a font. But we'll do brewing methods. Bold it up. We really need a add. Is there a plus sign? No. Why would we have a plus sign? Fine, we'll just draw one. Really badly. And let's actually change the color. Are you not going to? That's fine. Where is that? There's one more view I'm missing. Oh my goodness. Was it Shift Enter? Command Enter? Enter? Aha, okay. But I'm still missing something. View. Okay. I'm still missing, like... Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Oh, is it just not letting me because they're separate? Because they're... No, it's just legitimately not letting me. That's cool. I like it. I like when things just don't work. It's great. Can't I do this? Okay, but where are my colors now up here? Also, why doesn't that open? Where did all my stuff go? I hate this. Ha ha ha. Okay, I did it. All is good. All right, so now we have some some stuff there. Starting to look way better. We can add, I do want a little plus. Oh. There we go. Let's group that. Bring that back. The ellipse. So we want to make it a little bit more gray. And then we want to center these. Perfect. Group that one more time, and now we'll just center this. Oops. There we go, and vertically. That looks better. So now we have an actual like ad. I don't want a stroke though. No, it says none. Okay, great. It just looks like there is. Even better. Yay, okay. So now we're gonna great. Brewing methods here. So this is just gonna be a list. And in here we're actually gonna have I want that to be lighter. It's gonna be great. All these different shades, just a little bit lighter, so it's just a tad bit different. Vertical. It's gonna be an icon, and this icon's gonna change. Like people can choose what icons to put in there. Create icons for pour over, styles, French press, drip, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, I'll need like those different icons, and this is gonna be the icons that can change. And we'll have a boom. Back. So it's gonna be an add button. So like this would be brewing method name. So we have the name here. What would be kind of cool is like you made it a little give a little bit more information here. I at some point have to also design this database where this stuff is stored, but we'll worry about that in a minute. I'm doing a lot more thorough than I am with the Pokedex, and it's actually helping me quite a bit. All right, so we have brewing method name there. I think that still needs to be bolded probably. Yeah, that's gonna look good. Bolded, because then even if it's probably gonna end up like that small. But really, I mean, that's helpful. What you really want though is let's add that up. Get rid of the bold. We have a coffee to water ratio. And like, I don't know if maybe like $16G to $1G. I mean, I think it might make sense to leave it like that. And then you can always go in to edit it itself. Like you can edit it inside there. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Because then it's coffee to water. You can add a new brewing method, or we can just do quick brew. Then you could tap this one without needing to, you know, put in all the extra information that you have to when you start a new method, like a name, the whatever. Can you not eat crap? I think that would be really useful to have like just a quick option there. Cool. All right, hold on. I just. Anyway, so I got HelloFresh slightly figured out. I think it looked like Katie found the recipe, which is great. Thank goodness. I think we've had this before. Have we not? I think we did. I thought we had eaten this one before. It's the shawarma spiced chicken is what it is. Anyway, so that's cool. Which is great. If you guys are interested in more of this or just chit-chatting about code and stuff, then please feel free to go join the Discord, !Discord, and you'll get the link. Lots of cool people in there, lots of talks of things. But yeah. All right, so we have 16 grams here, 1 gram here. What I really want is to also put in a... What? Okay. She wanted out. She yelled real loud. And Sunny's leaving. Like a last brewed date. Maybe. And then we could do a... I wonder if this is just gonna be too much info. But let's see. We'll do one more. You brewed 5. Total brews. I think that could be good. It's a lot of info though there, so I wonder if it'll make sense to like keep this separated like that. Ratio. I wanted to make this a as bloom. Yes. And I think that's really probably what you need for this. I think that makes sense, right? For what you need. Are these not the same size? 12, 12, 12. Weird. But okay. Oh, I guess it's a little because it doesn't have the G there. Okay. I wonder if it would make more sense to align it on the top. There we go. It does. I mean, I think that probably makes a lot of sense. There's a lot of use case for what you need there. I could be totally wrong, but I think that makes sense. Cool. Oh my goodness, Sydney. She just went, meh. Sounds like Sydney. Cool. I think that's about what I got here. I've had 2 hours. I got 3 screens actually pretty much done. We're gonna rename this actually to one, selection, brew, selected, brew choices. I think this might be a good starting point. Maybe next time we'll be able to actually start coding a little bit of this and get it roughed in and see how it's actually going to work going onto the iOS field, onto the app, into Xcode, that kind of thing. But yeah, so I mean, it's been about 2 hours. I think that's probably a good amount of time. I will make sure to catch you guys next time. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking around. I really appreciate it. Again, make sure to hit that follow button down in the corner there. Why am I still on that? Okay. Make sure to hit the follow button down in the corner here somewhere. I think it's down here on Twitch. If you're watching the replay here on YouTube, please make sure to hit the subscribe button, like the video, all that good stuff. Tell me what you liked, what you didn't like. If you have any ideas please suggest them. Hit me up on Twitter, Instagram, drop them in the comments, join the Discord, all that fun stuff. All the links will be below, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye.